D-Train Games live stream. Give me just a second, as usual. Give me time to get things set up in chat, and then we'll get started. We put out a poll, and everybody decided they wanted to do more fallow deer today, so that's what we're going to go for. We did fallow yesterday, we're going to do it again today, and then next week we'll depart from this and do something a little bit different. What's up, Mr. Star Wars? What's up, Wolf Boss? Welcome, guys. Welcome to the chat, guys. Hope you guys are doing good. Well, guys, I'm multiplayer hopping barely got outdone by more fallow deer hunting, so that we're just going to stick with the fallow grind today. Although for these next couple of hours, instead of just doing the main grind, I think that I'll also do herd management along the way too. Because I have a few extra solos that I realized are on the map since I've gotten the last great one. But luckily none of my main zones got affected, so we should be able to just jump straight in today and have a good time. But we'll go ahead and start grinding. Shouldn't need to wait for anything else. So guys, don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. That way other people can see that I'm live today. But how are you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing great. Also, Mr. Star Wars, and let me know who I'm talking to so I can address you properly. Are you Phantom or Mr. Star Wars? Or does it matter? You just call you Mr. Star Wars all the time. Good, Wolf Boss. Good, man. How are you healing up? You still pretty sore, or are you doing okay today? You're doing better? That's great, man. I'm glad to hear it. Glad you're doing alright. My last short did really good. Got 1.2 thousand views on it. If you guys haven't seen it, it is on the channel. Where I shot a fallow deer yesterday and made it do a scorpion. The legs kicked up way up high up over its head. It was really funny. Yeah, guys, I didn't sleep too good last night. Then my dad needed my help this morning at about 7 o'clock in the morning, so I haven't had much sleep. So I decided to cut the stream down to 2 hours today instead of 3, but I still wanted to stream for you guys. I still wanted to get out here and do some more grinding, so. Figured it is a good meet in the middle. You just stop running. I'm gonna let him go. He got into the trees. We'll take 2. That'll work. Yeah, hopefully we'll get some more people in the stream before too long. Usually most people like to join me a little bit after this hour, so we should be getting a bunch of other people in here soon. Hopefully, at least. Let's run on down here a little ways and see if this other group decides to run out for us. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Here they come, I believe. Yeah, for some reason the four-wheeler spooks these animals back this way for some reason. Makes it real easy to herd manage this group. Just gotta wait for all of them to come out. So far, it's just the does. How you guys do? How you girls doing today? Y'all lining up? That's such a beautiful line y'all made there. You guys look so happy. Got any boys with you today? So it looks like those other two were solos, but that's fine. I'm used to that zone having solos. Alright, ladies. Nice seeing you. I'll talk to y'all again later. Go check on my herd manage zone. Had a few other bucks that decided they wanted to come down here to the bottom of this pond. I'm pretty sure they're all solos, but I want to make sure I shoot them out before I shoot out my main zones. What's up, Colton? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Poll dictated more fallow deer today, so that's what we're doing. I'm only going to be on here for 2 hours today, so I figured I'd do a mix of my grinding as well as herd management. Because apparently since I got my last great one, some of the fallow deers decided to become solos, even though thankfully most of my zones have not been touched. So that's what we're doing today, doing more fallow. And then next week we're going to do something different. Next week's the last week, guys, that will not be on the new map. And they've let out the new map today. If any of you guys haven't seen it, they did show them what the map looks like today. And it looks like, and they also put out a little short showing a few in-game looks at it. I think this map is going to be an absolute banger. It looks like it's going to be amazing. Yep, some of these bucks left. That figures. I mean, that should have been long. Let's see if I can get this 400-yard shot lined up a little bit better. That'll work. So what you been up to, Colton? Do anything fun today? Or anybody in chat? Also, guys, make sure you hit the like button for me if you haven't already. That way more people will know that I'm going live today. You know, I think that's a solo because this zone has always had two. So yeah, I think these are three of the solos that moved from that zone that we just left. Strange how they didn't go to other zones besides just that one place there. But obviously some of these need to be shot out. I just don't know which are which. I'm gonna leave that guy. I think we might leave a few of these in that group just to make sure that they don't become other males and to make sure that they just stay here as the herd managed version. I don't mind leaving some small animals. If I know they're solos and they come into my main zones but they're little, I'll actually leave them. And I just won't shoot them. And I'm pretty sure both of these were solos. I could be making a mistake there, but even if I am, the other one should come back. This grinding bear. I hear you, man. Hope your grind's going well. Hope you got some good trophies. All right, Jack. That's fine, buddy. I appreciate you just for stopping by, man. today's just another couple hours of fallow grinding, and then next week we're gonna switch it up and do some other stuff. Thinking I'll bring back the Mississippi grind at least for one of those days next week, and then I'm thinking to do something totally different for the other 2 days. But Colton, because I have my certain scores I like them to be. So even though these deer go up to level 5, unlike whitetail, I actually treat them the same as I do whitetail deer. So if I get a level 3 that is 127 or below as its minimal estimate, I will leave it. But if it goes above, like if it's like 128 to 160 something or something like that, I will go ahead and shoot it. Because I don't consider that managed. I want a really tight management for my fallow deer, and the only way to do that is to make sure that you get the smallest animals you can possibly get on the map. So, in my main zones, if I get any solos that are 127 or below as the minimum, I will leave them in my main zones just to make sure that they stay there. However, if they exceed that, I'll go ahead and just shoot them, and then I'll refine them on the map, because all my solos are actually going to the same exact places every time. So they're either coming here, here, or over here. And very rarely I'll get one here, but this map is very easy to control my solos because they're all coming to the same 3 locations. Like, I never have to worry about anything else. They just come to either this zone, this zone, or these 2 zones. And sometimes they'll come up and down these because there's a maximum amount of animals that each zone can hold. And these down here are mainly just solo zones. So that's the reason why. So, because I already know where all the solos are going to go. And therefore it doesn't really bother me. What's up, Mark? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, man. Or if this is Mark's wife, then I hope you're doing well. See, like this guy, it's 114, so I'm gonna leave him because his minimum estimate is not 128 or above. It is actually 114, so I'm gonna consider that a little guy, and I'll leave him alone. And then like over here in this group, that one's a 101, so I'm gonna leave him. And I treat the whitetail exactly the same way. So, yeah, that's what I do with whitetail. If it's 127 or below, I'll leave it. Same thing with fallow deer. Any medium game animal, it's basically my way of herd managing. And it works out really well if you do it that way. It keeps you from having to do it forever. And it also gives you a really good, like, close as you can get to, like, full herd managed without having everything to be level 1s and 2s. Because the game measures the scores off of their weights more than their racks. So as long as the minimum score is the low number I like, then it really doesn't matter how the rack looks. Hopefully everything I'm saying makes sense. And sometimes I'll get some solos back here in this corner. But if they were back here, I would have spooked them off with the tent. So I'm just going to do a quick little run around and see if I can see footprints. Alright, Mark. Sounds good. What's up, Marlena? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream today. I hope you're doing great. Mag, everybody's joining today. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Make sure y'all hit the like button for me if you will. That way other people know that I'm going live today. Okay, so we do have one solo that's back here. What does his weight look like? Okay, so his weight's kind of small, but I still need to check on him next run. Alright. This zone, I don't know if these bucks came back. I actually shot these a few minutes ago, guys. Over here at this zone. So I don't know if they came back or not. But I had three solo bucks over here at this zone last time. So I need to come and check on it. Thank you, Mag. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, guys, I've been playing a little bit on the fallow grind. I've actually been having a pretty good time with it. Like I said, the main reason I don't grind for fallows is actually for a really pitiful reason, but it's because I don't like the spoon rack antler of the great one, and I really don't want that great one. Like, I love all of the fallow deer great ones except that one. Like, I actually really don't like its antlers at all. I'm not very big on the Mickey Mouse rack or whatever you want to call it. I'm just not very big on that one. So, if I ever got it, I'd still be happy I got it. I'd definitely tax it and everything, but I'm more for all the other racks. The Irish elk is still a really good one, but that one's my second least favorite. But everything else is really good. But I would happily take the Irish elk over the Mickey Mouse rack any day. I'm going to run over here and just check out this point real quick, guys, and see if there's an extra male over here with this group. It should just be one male that's herd managed at the moment over here. Let me go ahead and refresh my stream, guys. Also, guys, I wanted to say thank you so much for the ongoing support to my channel. We broke 360 today. So we celebrate 361 subscribers now today, guys. We're no longer in the 350s. We're now in the 360s. We're approaching 400. I mean, guys, we're growing pretty good. If any of you guys have any friends that you think might like my live streams, like my content, please encourage them to subscribe to the channel as well. If we can make 500 before July 14th, that means that'd be one of the best birthday presents ever. But like I said, we hit 500, guys. We're going to be doing memberships. We're going to be doing super chats. We're going to be adding moderators to the channel. And then at 1,000 subscribers, guys, I have decided to not do webcam stuff until I hit 1,000. I want to make sure that I have really good security on YouTube before that. Make sure I have a good community. And then in the future, for like a reward or something, I might do face cam. But if we go really quick, it still could happen this year. Alright, let's go check my main zones again. See if there's any small ones in my main zones. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the support, guys. I really do. It means the world to me. Now, guys, in case you're wondering, this right here is exactly how I herd manage, and this was any of my grinds. So this is kind of a guide for anybody who's managing their herds. Notice how I'm not shooting everything today. I'm literally looking for the certain bucks that I want to shoot out of my main zones, but I'm leaving everything else. So this is kind of how I do my management all the time, guys. And this is for any great when I'm grinding. So while I'm doing my main grind, I will take a few runs and just shoot out the ones that I don't want. Like these two bucks are monsters. But they're not going to make diamond, I don't think. But they're still really nice level 4s. I don't know what these guys are doing. Just having a joy walk. I mean, you're not going to die. And you're not going to die. Well, they're safe. So, I guess they're in the shallow part of the river there. But yeah, guys, this is another way you can do herd management. Is literally do a few runs with shooting all your males out. And if you notice that you have any small ones that are joining your main zones again, just take a break from shooting all of them and just shoot out the little ones. And then shoot the big ones out of the zones you don't want. Ooh, he's pretty. You get to stay, sir. You're running it close, but you get to stay. You're above 130, so you get to stay. That one's easily saying. Alright, we're good there. I've already checked this zone, so I know this one already has enough big ones, but this one's animals were walking away a few minutes ago whenever I first started playing on here. So I'm going to check this zone again. Also, guys, make sure that even if you have time left over, like here in a minute, I'm going to be completing all of my zones. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to treat this as if I'm doing a normal grind, and I'm going to go back through my zones that I shot out. Like any zones that I shot animals from, I'm going to be going back and double checking to see if they got any of their respawns back. If they have not, then I'm going to go ahead, do a main menu reset, and it's in a time reset. And then hopefully some of my smaller animals have swapped places with other ones, and hopefully all my solos come back as littles. But if they don't, then you just rinse and repeat. So that's 180. That guy's going to be bigger. This guy looks a little bit... Yeah, okay, he does not need to be here. So this guy's getting popped as soon as he stops walking. Because I do not want little guys here. So that'll work. Let's see, is there any other little ones? That guy's definitely not a little one. I know that all of these are solos, guys. These zones always disappear on me, so I know that all these bucks are solos. Unfortunately, most of them are going to have to be shot. That guy can stay. That guy's staying. That guy's pushing it, but I'm gonna have to shoot him. Yeah, so everything else except for these two are gonna have to be popped. Let's see, are you doing the drinking animation? I think you are. No, he's just dipping up and down. Let's see what your buddy over here does. Are you gonna do it? No? Okay, well, I'll just have to take what I can get then. Alright, we still got him. So that'll work. You was hoping I'd do multiplayer in the stream. It came really close, Mr. Star Wars. I think by one vote we got Fallow Deer Grind. If I'm not mistaken, we had 16 votes, and the last vote that someone put on the poll made it go Fallow Deer. So that's what we're doing today. However, we're not doing Fallow Deer next week, guys. As we did it 2 days this week, and my Fallow Deer will not be part of the streams next week. But everything else is still going to be up for the tables, guys. And every single day, you guys are going to get to choose what we do. So I'll put a poll out on Monday, which will, or excuse me, not Monday. But also, guys, understand that I can't stream next Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm aiming for Monday, Thursday, and Friday next week. And all 3 of those days, you guys will get to vote on what we do. All of you guys are really doing good participating in my polls here lately, and I have a lot of fun watching those polls on my work. So so Sunday night we'll put a poll out on the channel, and it'll determine what we're doing on Monday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, I can't stream, guys, because I have doctor's appointments both days. But whenever I return on Thursday, you guys will be voting on a poll Wednesday night, which will determine what we do that day. So all week next week, guys, all 3 streams is going to be what's going to be viewer's choice. How many male lions and female lions are in the big mount? If you're talking about the breadwinner, I think it's 1 male, 3 females, and then a buffalo. If you're talking about the breadwinner mount, Colton, I'm pretty sure it's 1 male, 3 females, and a buffalo, a male buffalo. I know it's really close to that. It's either 2 females or 3, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct. Yeah, either me or Jack is right there. I know that it's 1 male. 1 male buffalo, 1 male lion, but I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 females. Sadly, though, I don't have a diamond of any of those. I have a lion and a buffalo that's close to making diamond. I do believe I shot 1 deer here that I didn't need to shoot, but it's okay. Alright guys, let's go ahead and do another main menu reset. Like I said, we're just going to focus on herd managing mostly today, guys. Since we did the main grind yesterday, we're going to herd manage today. If we happen to get everything managed down, we'll go ahead and just start main grinding today. We still have a chance of getting a great one to take the place of some of these small ones. As you guys saw in Mississippi, we did shoot a level 1 that came back as a great one. I forgot to mention that on my channel too, guys. But the great one that came in 5 kills was a level 1. So let's go ahead and do a main menu reset. All right, Jack. So this is 2 females, and then one male of each of the other species. Also, guys, a little teaser here for all of you. We got 2 more lodges coming your way. We got the European Lodge, which doesn't have just 1 animal in it, but it's for anything that is on the foreign maps. So anything that's on like South Sweden, anything that comes from Teowara, anything that's like a European map, guys. All the animals are going to be coming to this one. And then we also got the Wonky Lodge. This one is one I've been talking to you guys about, which is where I'm going to be. Where any animal that I see that is extremely wonky and weird looking is going to go to this lodge. So instead of having like a Hall of Shame like Flinter, I'm going to have a Wonky Lodge. So any animal that has really weird racks are going to go here. But yes, guys, we have 2 new lodges that we're going to be working on from now on. We probably won't be making very fast progression with them, but I just want to let you all know that those are 2 lodges that are now part of the channel. Mr. Star Wars, I'm going to expect that you're Phantom, by the question that you asked, because that question can be a little bit offensive, but I know that you're just asking out of curiosity, so I'm not going to be mad or anything, but I have ADHD, and my brain tends to work faster than my mouth, so sometimes I can stutter. So that's what you're hearing. That's why I'm double repeating myself and everything. It's just part of what I have. Some days are better than others, and plus I didn't get much sleep last night, so it's probably going to be a little bit worse today than it was yesterday. But that's why I stutter and why I have to stop every so often is because I tend to want to talk faster than I think, and it causes me to get stuck up on myself. Well, tends me to get stuck in the sentences I'm trying to say. Why when you shoot a lion in the lungs they don't lose health? Mag for two reasons. Number one, you're either using a weapon that is too weak and it's not able to penetrate the lungs. Two, you're using the correct weapon, but you're shooting it too far of a distance, and therefore the weapon is not as effective at that distance, and it can't reach the lungs. Or number three, the weapon isn't powerful enough to penetrate bone, and you're hitting the shoulder blade and it's stopping your bullet. That would be the three reasons as to why that's not working. So, if you're using soft point bullets, you have to make sure that you hit it directly in the lungs and not in the shoulder at all, because it will stop you if you're using soft point bullets. If you're using polymer tip bullets, then you have to make sure you're using a gun that's strong enough, like a 300, 375, 7mm, and you have to also make sure that you're right around 300 yards. But yeah, that's about the best advice I can give you as to why you're not reaching the lungs. You got a mellow red fox, and it was a boy that was a dime. Dude, let's go, Mark. Super rare. Mark got a super rare. Let's go. I have one mellow fox, and it's a female, unfortunately, and it was on South Sweetson Park as an initial spawn. So that's about the only time I've gotten a rare of those kind. I don't know which one of these are solos. Okay, but the one that I shot last time did not come back. That's a big boy. Two big boys. Oh, that's a diamond. Maybe a diamond at least. Is that a chocolate or is that a brown spotted? Because I'm wanting a chocolate diamond to death. Is that brown spotted? I'm gonna get. I think it's brown spotted. Ah, it's another brown spotted. I want a chocolate diamond so bad. That's the one diamond I don't have yet. There's a chocolate right there. Dude, why can't you guys switch places? Can't you be the level 5 and let him be the level 4? Crap, man. And yes, guys, I am just checking my zones here. I'm going to leave that guy. I think in these zones, guys, I'm going to shoot out all the big ones, but leave the little ones, because these zones can be pretty big, the ones I'm currently at. But we're going to do one more run and check all these guys, and then we're going to do a main run. So we're going to check all my main zones right now, and then do another time reset. And if there's nothing else for us to shoot, we're then going to make the next run be an actual run where we shoot everything. But like I said, some of my zones is going to be a mix of herd managed species along with a bunch of different ones that don't need to be managed. Because I know that some of them are solos, and if I can keep those solos there at the size I want them to be, then it ain't going to bother me to leave them in my main zones. Just as long as I remember those don't need to be shot. Thank you, Colton. I appreciate it. I know you guys all support me. Like I said, I think it was more of a curiosity question than a judgment, so I wasn't hurt by it or even offended. Like I said, I was just going to answer Phantom either way, because some people do wonder why I stutter or why I talk extremely fast. I talk extremely fast sometimes because I get excited and I'm trying to get it all out in one breath, and that's part of my speech impairment too. Or I'll get in a situation, like I said, where I know what I'm wanting to say, but I'm saying it too fast for my brain to think about it, and it causes me to have to stop and have to rethink about what I'm saying all in a split second, and it makes me stutter. So, that's the reason why you guys hear it in my videos and also in my streams. I try to keep it under control, though, and I think I do a pretty good job overall. It's not like I'm stuttering every single sentence, which would be very annoying. So, I wouldn't do YouTube if I was like having a really bad stutter where I just couldn't say anything. Yeah, these zones are fine. Did I check these two zones? I don't think I checked this one. I think I skipped it. It's a 300 and a shot at 150. Mag, the only thing I can tell you, is that, do you know what kind of bullets you're using? Because if you're using soft point rounds, then you have to make sure you're clear of any of the bones. If you hit the line in the shoulder, it will stop you. It doesn't matter what distance you're in. Soft point bullets cannot penetrate bone. So if you're not hitting any bones and you know you're shooting towards the lungs, then you're either barely missing the lungs somehow, or you're not penetrating deep enough. And without me being able to be there watching you shoot, I can't really tell you what's going on. But all I can really do is just give you kind of advice as to what would keep it from happening. That guy's an okay size. I'll leave him. Zephaniah, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Make yourself at home and chat. Talk about whatever you like. Just make sure it's family friendly. I have over 3,200 hours in the game, so if you have any questions concerning Call of the Wild or want to talk about any topics concerning the game, feel free to ask. We also have some very educated people in chat as well that can help you out. And I have 2 Great One Whitetails, and then I have one of every other Great One except for the Black Bear, Fox, and Tar. What are we? What is that guy? He looks pretty small. Okay, so he can stay, actually. He must be a good weight, then. And in case you're wondering, Zeph, we are currently doing herd management on my map right now. So this is our last herd management run, and then here in a minute, whenever I reset time again, we're gonna go ahead and just start shooting everything. So far, it looks like that most of my stuff has came back, so we should be ready after this next main menu reset, guys. All right, that guy came back as a good one. This zone is only here every so often. Let's go back up here and check out this zone. It's probably a glitch that the bullet goes right through it without killing it. It does it to you, Wolf Boss. Okay, so I've actually not heard of this glitch. So, Mag, that might be your reason too. Wolf Boss is saying that it's a bug. So there could be a bug with the lions right now or something. Because I've not hunted. I have not been hunting on Africa in a while. So I lack the knowledge. But if Wolf Boss says it's a bug, then it might be a bug that might be happening to you. Zep, yes, you can. So every 3 weeks, Zep, which it's not going to be this month because of the fact there's a new map releasing, and I'm going to be spending all my time on the new map. However, usually every 3 weeks on the 3rd Saturday starting from the 3rd Saturday after a new month begins, we do a multiplayer a live stream where you guys can actually join me on my maps and actually hunt alongside me. So yes, you can do that as long as you're on PlayStation. If you're not on PlayStation, then unfortunately it won't work. But you can still join us as part of the streams, and you can still hit me with challenges if you want to, and stuff like that if you still want to be part of the stream. But most of my stuff is on single player. Okay, so that guy needs to be shot. I think I'm going to shoot him when we do our main run, actually. Alright, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and restart time one last time, guys. If this messes up my respawns, my zones a little bit, don't worry about it. It'll eventually fix itself out. But I believe we've shot everything we can shoot as far as herd management goes. So we're going to go ahead and do some normal runs for a little while, guys, and then we'll move back to herd management again later. Also, guys, it has been a while, so if you guys are lurking in chat or if you guys are actually participating in chat and having a good time here today, make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Every time you hit the like button, it shares my stream and my content around YouTube 50 times per like button hit. So it gives a great chance of other people finding my channel. Also, make sure you guys subscribe, so that way you guys can have chances to play with me in the future and also be able to see me anytime I go live or anytime a video or short is posted. I'd really appreciate any of your all's support as we're trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year, or hopefully by my birthday on July 14th. You have a chocolate. Let's see. That's nice. Yes, just to answer your question there, I don't think it's a question, but I'll tell you anyway, Zeph. I am needing a chocolate diamond. I have a diamond of every single fur color for the fallow deer except for the rares and the chocolate. So the chocolate one is what I want most, though. Like, I like the melanistics and the piebalds and stuff. I think piebalds are fallow. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I like all the rares, but like the chocolate is like my favorite color of any of the fallow colors. I just absolutely love the chocolate color. Yeah, Colton, you have 20 of them. Rub it in, man. Rub it in. What's up, Fallow? You finally made it for a Fallow stream. Let's go, man. Glad to see you was able to make it in today, buddy. We just got done doing a herd management run, and now we're going to do main runs for a little while. With a little bit of herd management probably mixed in. Mark, so the one that I'm mainly using today is the 300, just so that way instant kills them or guarantees a kill. So whenever you see me pull out my weapons, the one that has like the little grip on it if you see in the bottom left of the screen how there's like that little black pad, then you know that I'm using the 300. The other one is the 308. And as you can see, there is no grip. So so this is the 300 and this is or excuse me, that was the 308 and this one's the 300. I've also got the 22 and the 243 pistol in case I see anything pass by like a feral goat that I want to shoot or something. But that's very rare. What are you guys doing? Yeah, the game's going to sort itself out where we did 2 main menu resets back to back. Can you help me on the chocolate, Zeph? I really appreciate it, but I like to work for my trophies, or I like to find them on my own. So I don't do trades or anything like that, but I really do appreciate you. To me, it just kind of takes away from the game to let somebody give me a trophy. I like to actually come upon it and discover it while doing free roaming or whenever I'm grinding for animals. I like for it to just appear. But I really do appreciate it though, and I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just not my style. Come on. There we go. That'll bring it down. Good enough. I have an almost super rare fallow. It was piebald and 8 points off dime. Oh, that's rough, man. Yeah, we have a level 5 on the map, and we have a few level 4s that could make diamond right now on the map. We're getting ready to take them out here in just a minute. Where am I going? I need a 4-wheeler. Talking to chat and getting confused as to what I need to do. You're glad to see me doing fallow deer, fallow hunter? I'm sure you are, buddy. We're doing it twice this week, though, so next week fallow deer are not going to be part of the streams next week, as I'm wanting to probably move to a different great one to grind for. If we decide the great one grind, that is. We're going to let everybody vote on what they want to see me do next week, so every single stream is going to be a poll. I'm going to put out my first poll Sunday evening, because my streams next week are going to be Monday, Thursday, and Friday. I don't know what times yet, guys. Probably the same times as I did this week, so probably 2 to 5 every day. But I'll have to double check it later. But yeah, guys, that's kind of the plan for next week. So Monday we'll put a poll out Sunday we'll put a poll out for Monday. So many undays there. And then Wednesday night we'll put out a poll for Thursday, and then Thursday night we'll put out a poll for Friday. That way you guys will get to determine every single stream we do next week. And then the week after that, guys, is the new map release. And we're going to be spending several weeks in a row on the new map. You can guarantee that. I'm going to be trying to set up grinds. We're going to be looking, as long as it's a good map to grind on. I'm planning on doing a 6-hour live stream, guys, on the day that it launches. So from the time that I get up and get everything ready, I'll probably start around 2, so that way I can talk to my wife on her lunch on that Tuesday. But I'll probably be going 2 to 7 on that day. So I'll be doing 6 hours on the new map, on my first steps on the new map, guys. I'm sorry I'm getting confused for some reason. I'm talking to you all and I'm getting lost as to what I'm doing in the game. But yeah, guys, for the first while, I'll be just driving the 4-wheeler and finding all the outposts. And then I'm going to be resetting time and I'm going to be discovering all the animals afterwards. So that's going to require a lot of time, and therefore 6 hours. D-Train, how many subs do I have? Last time I looked, it was 361. We're slowly but surely approaching 400, man. I really do think we can make 500 before July 14th. As long as everybody bands together and helps find their friends that enjoy Call of the Wild and things like that, and we're able to get those subscribers rolling in before too long, I do believe we can make 500 before my birthday. Which also means that this summer means that we'll be hiring our first moderators. So, for those of you who are really wanting to be a moderator, we need to get those subs coming in. Alright, so these 2 zones did leave. As I said, those were solos. I just want to double check. On Hunter Call of the Wild, your level 9 mark. It takes a while, man, to get to where you need to be. So I can understand that. But yeah, you'll get there one of these days. Just keep shooting. It'll happen. Are these? Yeah, those are red deer. For a minute there, one of those female red deer looked like they had a chocolate color to them, and I was wondering if those were fallow. And I was like, surely I don't have a zone on this side. You really want 200 fallow? So, Fallow, I watched some of your stream yesterday. You don't know this, but I was actually lurking for quite a little while, just watching you do your stream. I'm going to take a minute, guys, to talk to Fallow just for a second. So, Fallow, I was watching your stream, and I think you were doing a really, really good job with, like, commenting with your friend and talking to chat a little bit. The only two things that I would give you advice on is that on your titles from now on, instead of just titling your streams Playing Call of the Wild, you actually want to let everybody know what you're doing. Because if people just see your channel and just says Playing Call of the Wild, they can take that as like an inexperienced type thing where you don't really know what you're going to be doing. And a lot of people that are wanting to watch Call of the Wild content have like their reasoning for wanting to be on there watching it. They're wanting to watch certain grinds. They're wanting to watch people to multiplayer hop. And if you're just saying Playing Call of the Wild, they might stop in to see what you're doing, but most people are just going to pass you up because they just simply don't know what's going on. So make sure so the first advice I would give you is just make sure that whenever you're doing a live stream, Fallow, make sure you actually put in the title what you're doing that day. Also, make sure you put like a little line and say theHunter Call of the Wild at the end like I'm doing, so that way YouTube will recognize what game you're playing, and it kind of helps your algorithm that way. Also, second thing is that if you know how to make shorts, shorts is what grew my channel a whole lot. So if you can find some shorts to make, that will work as well. Yeah, that's about the only thing I can really give you, because everything else you were doing pretty well on. Again, your voice and your confidence will come in time. See. There's our 5. Go ahead and take him with the 308. Wait for him to raise his head here. That should work. It's okay if we don't get anything else, guys. Diamond was our number 1 thing. Looks like we are going to get the other guy, though. Hopefully he starts going down. I don't know where I hit him at. Might have to do a little bit of tracking, but that's fine. You just got up 3 subs? Nice, man, nice. Yeah, like I said, never lose faith in yourself. If you're really wanting your channel to do well, just keep pushing the content, keep trying to improve yourself with every single stream. My biggest thing is learning how to control my stutter, along with finding a tone that everybody likes hearing. So, when I first started streaming, I was never monotone, but it's like I was trying too hard to be like other people. I was trying to emulate other streamers too much instead of just being myself. So I've really had to learn how to come out of my shell and just be me. And that's been my toughest challenge so far. Because you got to make yourself stand out as somebody different than the rest. D-Train will add you later. So I love this question is all I answered about once a week, which is totally fine. But Zeph, unfortunately, from where I'm trying to be a content creator, I don't add anybody directly to my PlayStation. However, in the future, if I decide to do Discord, guys, which I'm not sure if I will or not, I'm still trying to make up my mind about it. But if I add a Discord, then I will be adding people to it, so that way you guys can send me your pictures and stuff on there. However, I think I do a good job of meeting you guys in the middle by being very interactive with chat, and then I'll also play with you guys about once every 3 weeks. So I will interact with you that way. But Zeph, unfortunately, we got a diamond, guys. Let's go. It's a little diamond, but it'll work. But anyway, Zeph. So yeah, that's the only reason why I don't friend anybody. Just for privacy reasons, where I'm trying to make this into a career. But again, if I ever decide to open up a Discord, I will add you on there so you can send me pictures and videos and things of what you're doing on Call of the Wild, and I can react on it that way too. Oh, you just got me 3 subs. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, Fallow. Okay, I thought you meant like your channel gained 3. Oh, I really appreciate it, buddy. Thanks a lot. I appreciate the support, man. It's great of you. Bone MC Jones in the house. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well today. Sorry, Duke. I forgot to commend you. Alright, guys. This is going to spook this zone off, but I need to see what's over here in this zone. So for this one run, we're actually going to just spook this zone off, guys. Again, I'd much rather be able to see what my solo in a zone is rather than going and shooting zones that I already know are in good health. I think they're in good health. It's a doe. That's a 3. Okay, yeah, we're good here. But I have one deer that's back here in this corner, and I need to see what he is. See, there ain't no bucks over here with you girls, are there? Nope. Still no boy toys. Well, good, Joan. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Make yourself at home in chat, man. For anybody who's new in chat, I always tell everybody this. But I have over 3,200 hours in the game. I've been playing since launch. I have one of every great one except for the whitetail, which I have 2 of. And I also do not have the black bear, the tar, or the fox, as those are really difficult grinds, and I just don't feel like doing them. But if you have any questions or any comments or concerns about Call of the Wild, feel free to drop it in the comment section down below. We also have some very educated people in chat. So just make yourself at home, man. Just keep it family friendly, and everything should be fine. Glad to have you in the stream, buddy. Do. Hello to you. I'm speaking to the deer, guys. Just ignore me. You guys will hear me burst out in random stuff sometimes, and it's just the way to pass. It's just what I do. I tend to make weird jokes sometimes. So overlook me if you hear it. Do I have every combo for Fallow? No, I only have one of each great one. So I don't have any duplicates except for the whitetail, which I have 2 of the same rack. It's just one rack was bigger than the other as the big rack. So my combos that I currently have is I have the whitetail, big rack. One of them is like really squished in, and it's like a really small big rack, so it's like really cool looking. And then I have like a normal looking rack in my antler with the second one I got. And then with the fallow deer, I have the Mocha blade rack. The moose is the big rack, a spruce, I believe. And then let's see, what was the other ones that I have? I'm forgetting some. I know I am. The pheasant is the garnet. Let me see. Guys, you have to help me out. Oh, the red deer is a small rack. And I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm forgetting any of the great ones, guys, let me know that I have. But I think I've named all my great ones now. And then whenever the new map launches, I'm going to be spending 6 hours on launch day for you guys. So probably from 2 till 7 that day I'll be live. And for the first hour or 2, I'll be mainly just driving the 4-wheeler around, finding all the outposts and taking a look at the scenery in the map, and I'll shoot things if I find them. But once I have all the outposts located, I will then take off and actually start on foot and actually start discovering zones and shooting animals. Because if I can do 3 different grinds on that map, or 4 grinds on that map, you guys can guarantee I'm going to be doing it. Because there's whitetail, there's moose, there's mule deer, there's black bear, and if the mule deer ends up being the next great one, then I'll be doing both the moose, the whitetail, and the mule deer all on the same map. As long as the map is easily grinded for all 3 species, I'll be trying to get a great one of each one of those off the map. Yes, and I have one of each one, as Colton says. Everybody I would recommend is shorts. So if you guys know how to make really good shorts for your channel, it can get you very quick views if they're really good ones, and if people enjoy your shorts. So yes, I would highly recommend shorts if you're trying to start a channel. They're very, very good. Honestly, anything that you can put out on YouTube is gonna help your channel out because it's just more stuff for people to watch. Me, on the other hand, I tend to just enjoy doing things live and be able to talk to you guys as I'm doing things and have you guys there to witness my trophies with me. Fall over. So that's just kind of more my style. I'm more of a streamer than I am a content creator. But everything I do, I try to just have fun with, and I try to make it very entertaining for everybody. As entertaining as I can do it, anyways. I don't know if I want to take that shot or not. Check this other zone. Can I get easier shots over here? I can. Nope, he's going to run too quick. This other zone's still here. Next shot, maybe? If that doe's head would move. Oh, there we go. That's better. You gonna stop for me, brother? Any minute now. Come on. There you go. Good boy. There we go. Double tap. Let's go over here and grab these first, and then we'll go jump across the river and get the other ones. Jones, you asked PM. I'm not entirely sure what you're asking. If you're talking to somebody else, just let me know. But if you're talking to me, if you're asking about my stream times, it's always in the evenings, and it's always Eastern Standard Time. Mr. Star Wars, so originally I was planning on doing another challenge series for 400 subscribers, but I'm actually thinking I might do something a little bit different. Again, I gotta keep the details to myself, guys, because until I'm ready to announce it, I'm really not sure what I'm going to be doing for 400. But we're either going to do another series of challenges, or I'm going to be doing something totally different that's actually more interactive than what that is. But like I said, guys, we'll see what happens. First, I gotta get to 400, and then I'll make an announcement when I'll try to make my mind up at that point, guys. But for now, Mr. Star Wars, we're up in the air as far as what we're actually going to be doing for 400 subscribers. I really did enjoy the 300 subscriber stuff, so I mean, like I said, it's still possible I'll choose that. But I'm honestly just not sure. Part of me is wanting to do the challenges again, and another part of me had another idea, which I think would be just equally as good, if not better even. So we'll see. Yes, Jones, I do have a pheasant. I do have the Great One pheasant. That was my last, that was the last Great One grind that I actually got a Great One from. And it was the Garnet at, I believe it was like 3,700 kills. You guys can correct me on that, but it's on my videos, though. If you go and look on my streams, I do have the number on the stream the day that I got it. And I also have the video for it. But I know that it was like it's definitely my longest grind I've ever had to do. And then my most recent Great One was a whitetail at 5 kills. I just launched into Mississippi. I decided I wanted to do a Mississippi grind, and I was just trying to discover the zones, and I decided to shoot some bucks along the way, and the 5th buck that I shot ended up coming back as a Great One, and it was a level 1, because I was working on herd management at the same time. So, that's still to date, and probably forever going to be my shortest grind, is 5, but... Okay, Jones, you're talking about time. Yeah, all my videos and all my streams are always Eastern Standard Time, and it's always PM. I don't like doing things in the morning because I don't want to get up real early. I do record videos in the morning, though, if I'm doing anything special for the channel, though. I will do it that way. Or if I'm needing to work on a map before I stream or something. But otherwise, I like to take the morning to just kind of relax and have a little bit of me time before I actually get into the YouTube stuff. It's a pretty boy, not going to make diamond, but you're pretty. Can you move? No, don't you travel now. Lay down. I mean, he'll die. I'm gonna let that guy go. He's over 400 yards away. Oh, you're fine, Fallow. You're fine if you're just grinding. No big deal, man. Like I said, I just appreciate you being here and giving me your watch time. Because like I said, guys, at 500, we also have to have 3,000 watch hours on the channel to compound that. So the longer you guys watch my streams and go back and watch the full entirety of my videos, the more chances we'll have that way too, guys. So you guys just being here really helps out the channel. Oh yes, Jones. Yes, there's also pheasants on the map. That was what I was thinking of, guys. A minute ago, whenever I forgot which Great One I was talking about, I will also want to do a Great One pheasant grind there too, because it'd be really cool to get a Great One pheasant on a snow map. I mean, can you guys imagine getting a pheasant and having snow laying on top of its feathers? I mean, yeah, I do want to do a pheasant grind on the new map if we can. I think that'd be awesome. Gotta go over here and wait on this floater. Who are my OGs? Everybody that joined the channel from the time that it started a year and a half ago till this September. So this September will make exactly 2 years at some point in that month since I've started doing Call of the Wild. So everybody that joined my channel within the first 2 years, I'm considering OGs. So everybody that is currently subscribed and back. And also anybody who subscribes in the future prior to September. So anybody that joins us in September and beyond, guys, those guys will not be OGs. But everybody that subscribes prior to August 31st. Those are going to be considered my OGs. Now my classic OGs, though, because I have to catalog everything, guys. If you're new to the channel, just know that I like to put everything in categories. But yeah, my OGs to the channel, just like standard OGs, are anybody that joined in the first 2 years. But my classic OGs to the channel is anybody that joined in the first year. So anybody prior to last September is my OG, is my classic OGs. So that's like Jack, Colton, Luke, Lego Dan, who else? Michael. And there was a few other people too that used to show up all the time during my moose grind the year before last, or last year rather. Yeah, last September made a year, guys. Oh, who are all my OGs' names? I can't list them all, man. I have 300 and something. I have 360. What? 3 people now? 363, 364 people on the channel now, and there's no way I can list everybody. The only people I can remember are the ones that are constantly here, because it's been driven into my brain and they're very reliable. So the ones that I listed to you are the ones that I remember. So, Michael, Luke, Colton Crane, and Jack are the ones that I'm remembering the most. But Lego Dan was also there all the time on my back for my fallow grind. Or not my fallow grind, excuse me, for my moose grind. So I would consider him a classic OG as well. Because he joined right before my 1 year anniversary. So Jack is also a classic OG. Jack, if you're in the stream, I actually was curious the other day whenever you mentioned that it was like a half a year ago. I think you joined the channel in August. Like late July or August, because I looked on my analytics on my channel, and it does show me like a range as to when you guys joined. It doesn't show me, I can't like pinpoint individual people usually, but it can somewhat like narrow down where certain subscribers joined in. Like it shows me like who all subscribed in that in like those 2 or 3 months, and Jackie were listed as one of those. So, and unfortunately, I think you're the only person who actually is actually active in the chat still. So, anybody that joined prior to August 31st last year would be a classic OG. And then anybody who joins from September 1st until August 31st this year will be considered standard OGs. But after that, everybody else is no longer an OG title, because that would be like more than 2 years old. Where are you guys going? Okay, that guy can make diamonds, so I'm not going to shoot him like this. Well, I don't know what I hit, but that works. I think we got lung on that one. I'll take it. What about the big boy? Is he still out there? Okay, so he's walking towards the other stand, so we'll see if we can cut him off. Hang on one second, guys. My dog's in the kitchen. Sorry, guys. Fallow, I think you joined this year, so you are an OG. You wouldn't be a classic one, but you would be an OG, because you joined in 2025. Do I want to risk a frontal shot on this dude? I think I will, because he's not a guaranteed diamond. I think I'm going to risk a 308 shot. Nope, not if he's going to trot, though. Not if you're going to trot, sir. Okay, that's better. I need to respot him so that way I can know what his distance is. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Okay, reset my zeroing. Dude, stop trotting! I need you to walk. Or stand still. Anything to help me out. There we go. That'll work. Alright, what's these guys over here look like? Okay, so your solo's left you. You still need to be shot out. Okay, he's gonna die. Pretty sure I got the spine on him. Oh, I ran out of ammo. Wasn't watching my ammo count. Alright. You should be good to go in this pond. Yes, Jones, you are a standard OG, man. You are an original subscriber to the channel. As long as you stick around, that is. Good to have all the new people, though. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. What do I feed my dogs? Are you talking about real life or in the game? Because if you're talking about in the game, the only thing you can feed them is dog biscuits. If you're talking about real life, then I feed it like 4 health, and it's like, I believe it's salmon potato or something like that, because she has allergies, so we have to feed her certain foods. Oh, that's right, Mr. Star Wars. I'm sorry, man. Or Phantom, whichever one you are, but I am sorry you lost your animals. Losing animals, we had a big talk about it on last stream, I believe, or the stream before last, so yeah, it's rough whenever that happens. Some people agree and some people disagree with me, but I think losing an animal is almost equivalent to losing a person. Especially if you're very, very attached to it. Is this going to be a diamond white, guys? Nope, it's a troll. But that's okay, I didn't expect for it to make diamond. He was close though, 10 points off. That ain't bad. And again guys, this is our final pond. I always leave this pond for last because it takes forever to get around it. So, we will reset time as soon as I get this pond taken care of. Or these ponds, rather. What's up, Kimbro? Welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Make yourself at home and chat, talk about whatever you want to. Just make sure it's family friendly. If you have any questions concerning Call of the Wild, we have some very educated people in chat, and I have over 3,200 hours in the game, and one of every great one except for the whitetail, which I have 2 of. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Well, except for the black bear, fox, and tar. But let's see. So here's this one. And of course my dog is stuck on the other side of the pond. So I do believe we're just going to take a look and see if we can see any of them laying around here. Which I don't at the moment. So I'm not going to wait on my dog, guys. If we don't claim something, we just don't claim something. I didn't shoot anything too special anyways, but I'm going to get on the 4-wheeler and go up there to the lighthouse, because anybody who does Teowara, if you ever have any animals at all that head up this direction, always check around the lighthouse, guys, because animals just love, for some reason, to go up there and die. So if you make a bad shot at an animal and it's heading towards this direction on these lakes, always make sure you come up here to this lighthouse and check around it. Because I usually find dead animals up here all the time if I can't locate them down there next to the shores. not a guarantee, but they like to come up here and die around this area. Especially on the road here and down here in this little flat spot right here. I don't see any blood though, so I don't think there's anything up here. Alright guys, let's go ahead and reset time. Yeah, Jones, it's almost equivalent to it. I will say that losing an actual family member, like your parents or your brother or sister or an aunt, uncle, whatever, like direct relative that you're extremely close with, I think that's more painful than losing an animal. But it's very close. Like, it still tears your heart out of no matter what. You lost your grandpa, Fallow? I'm sorry, man. I lost my grandmother earlier this year. It was on my dad's side, and it was his mom. And we lost her a few months ago. There's 15 people. Guys, we broke the record again. My last record was 14. Now we got 15. Let's go, guys. Keep pushing it up to 20. Like I tell everybody, if we constantly are getting 20 to 25 people in chat, and it's hard for me to keep up with everybody, that will bring moderators to the channel quicker than 500 subscribers will. So, whichever one we get to first. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you all being here. I've played Hunter Call of the Wild about 2 years, and I've killed about 23 diamonds and 2 great one whitetails. Dude, that's pretty good, actually. If you're just a casual player, that's actually a pretty good time. What was your racks, by the way? Which whitetails did you get? Both of mine are big racks. Well, I call one a squish rack because he's really little, and then the front of his antlers like come really tight into his head. And it makes it look like it's just squished right up onto his forehead, so I call them a squish rack. But both of mine are big racks, and then I have the big rack spruce for the moose. I have mocha blade rack for the fallow deer. I have the garnet for the pheasants. Small rack for the red deer. And here I am going blank again. But I believe that's all the great ones I got. I just don't have a black bear, a fox, or a tar because they're really difficult grinds, and I just don't feel like grinding for them. Plus, the species themselves are not really a species I'm like dead crazy about anyways. What kind of dog do I have? She's a pit. She's a brindle pit bull. She is a 7-year-old dog that wants to be nothing but a lap dog. Sadly, she's 60 pounds, and we don't let her on the couch very often, so she doesn't get to be that dog, but she wants to be. We spoil her to death, though. She's a good dog. Her name's Mila. We also call her Mimi, and we also call her the Big Ham and Old Ham and all kinds of different things. She's got all kinds of nicknames. She's a very, very loved dog. I'd really like to get both of these. That's a bad shot. Those are bad shots. Overlook my aim, guys. You didn't see all those misses. That did not just happen. That did not just happen, and I'm not sitting here embarrassed to death at all. Oh, man. Well, I got that one at least, and he's going to die, so at least I got 2. I guess that makes up for it in a way. Yeah, in my lifetime, guys, I've lost about 8 different pets, and I have lost about 3 different family members. So, we believe my grandmother died of dementia. It wasn't really sure, but she didn't have really her memory, and her mind was kind of out there towards the end of her life. So we think it was dementia. And then I lost my uncle back in 2006 due to a massive heart attack. And then I've lost I think another uncle way back when, but I wasn't very close with him. So I've lost a few family members. Luckily, only one of them was really close to me though. Or 2 of them, rather. Excuse me. She's Roxy, she weighs 60 pounds, so she's about the same size as my dog then, Star Wars. Yeah, our dog is about 7 years old, and she's in the 60s as well. So you're about the she's about the same size. Or he, whatever gender it is. Let's see. Line up, everybody. Oh, there's a male. And he does need to be shot. Whoop, don't you teleport on me. Check my pressure real quick. Should be okay. I don't see another buck. I think he's just a solo buck over here. Just now remember to load my 308. Your dog is a lab bulldog misted bloodhound mix. That's a lot of mix. That's a lot to mix in. She's like 75 pounds. Yeah, I've had all kinds of animals in my time. I had a collie mix. I had a black lab. I've had all kinds of beagles where my papa was a rabbit hunter. And yeah, I've had a bunch of beagles. Then those other dogs I mentioned. And then I've had a lot of cats too that were strays, but we tamed them. So I've had quite a bit of pets in my time. And then I have a few pets on Call of the Wild. If I ever see like little teeny tiny rares, I always leave them and give them a name for good luck. Nothing too massive over there. That guy's so wide, dude. Anybody over here doing the water of drinking? Come on, one of you guys please do the drinking animation. This would be so easy if one of you guys could just do it for me. Or if you could just stop side by side. Okay, so not quite. There we go. There we go. Double T. No. And I'm gonna let him go so I don't spook off the rest of these. Let's see. So you're drinking. Are you a shooter? You are. You are too, but you got a female there, but I think this will still work. Yep. Alrighty. I mean, that works. I'll take it. Oh, that's awesome, Kim. I'm gonna call you Kim if that's okay. This is Te Aurora. Excuse me, Te Aurora. I don't know what just happened with my tongue there, guys. I got so tongue-tied. I call it Te Aurora, though. I have a hard time pronouncing it the way it's meant to be pronounced, so I just call it Te Aurora. But in my opinion, it used to be my favorite map of all time. And it's definitely still the great money map, as every single animal on this map is over $1,000 a piece. Plus, it has 2 great ones on it, being the fallow deer and red deer. And it's also the best map for both fallow deer and red deer. So, that is what we're currently hunting on. What's up, Vol? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good today, man. Yeah, it's a very, very good map, Kim. It's a very, very good map. I think the new map, though, the one that's launching the week after next, I think it's going to be the best map in the game, though. Like, just from everything that we're seeing on it, I think it's just going to be amazing for grinders. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about it, but they actually gave a picture of what the map itself looks like today, and it looks like it's just a haven for grinders. I mean, it has a really long river, which is the only take back for a grinder. But I mean, if the animals are very well spread out among that river, it would be so easy to set up grinds on that river. And then there's only a few ponds. So I mean, like, very easy herd management on those ponds. So I think that it's literally a map that grinders can absolutely love. Plus, there's going to be possible. Plus, there's going to be 4 great ones on it. So I just think it's going to be a haven or a paradise for grinders. Yeah, I knew that was going to chase those away. Which one's going to stop running first? You are? I mean, that felt good. Ah, he's going to die. Yeah, he'll die at least. There's his buddy. 400 yards out. Yeah, I'm going to let him go. He's going to go out of render. What's up, Simple Life? I'll call you Brittany if you want me to, though. I see that you have Brittany Rich, which I know you had that on there the other day, but which one do you want to be called? Do you want to be called Simple Life or do you want to be called Brittany? Doesn't bother me either way. Whoa, what are you doing out there? Okay, a random solo. But I mean, I'll take an extra deer. Yeah, Brittany, we're just grinding some fallows today. We put a poll out on the channel, and by 1 vote, people decided on fallow deer today. The 2 that came closest was multiplayer hopping and fallow grind. So everybody voted by 1 vote today on fallow grind. So next week there will be no fallow grinds, but every single stream is going to be dictated by your all's voting. So Sunday evening, I'm going to put my first poll out for everybody. Next week I'm streaming on Monday, Thursday, and Friday. I have doctor's appointments on Tuesday and Wednesday, so I can't stream those days. But every single stream, you guys will be voting on what we do. So it'll be a toss-up between the Mississippi whitetail grind, the pheasant grind on South Sweetson Park. I might stick fallow deer grind in there anyways, but we'll just have to see what I feel like next week, if I feel like doing fallow or not. And then obviously multiplayer hopping. So, and again, guys, a lot of you guys forget, and I think that's the reason why you guys don't vote on it. But if I'm ever multiplayer hopping and you know which map I'm hunting on, you guys are more than welcome to hunt with me. So it can be, you guys can hunt with me on those streams, as long as you know which map I'm on and who owns the map. But again, guys, you won't be able to talk directly to me, though, as I want to be respectful of that person's map. I don't want to be live streaming on somebody else's map and just talking my head off where it's open comms. So I will be isolating my voice to where only my stream can hear me. But you guys can still hunt on the same map as me. Just like I said, though, it's the same rules as if you're on the other maps, though. So you make sure that you keep your distance from me. Just hunt your own thing. And and like I said, I'm not going to be responding to anybody if I'm on someone else's map. I'm only going to be responding to you if you're in stream, as I'll be muting everybody else on the map. Oh yeah, that's right, Jones. Yeah, I keep forgetting about the pheasant. I really do. I keep forgetting there's a pheasant on that map. So yeah, guys, there's gonna be 4. There's gonna be four of them, or 5 rather. Sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. Did I get the other one? Let me let the dog find this one real quick. Oh, he's right here. Duke, there's clearly a dead deer right here. I mean, that's okay. I'll get him, but I mean, you clearly passed up a deer. You silly dog. Let me give you a treat, buddy. Doing a good job today. Haven't gave my dog a treat all day today. I want to make sure I give him something. He's been a good boy. One second, guys. I had a text that I missed a minute ago. One second, guys. I'm sorry. My wife was texting me. You just bought Silver Ridge Peaks on Call of the Wild. That's nice, man. That's a good map. Very high quality map. Why are these deer over here? Their zone is on the other side of the point over there, and for some reason they're here. This doesn't make any sense. Well, at least I got them both. Yeah, these deer's zone is all the way down here at the bottom, and for some reason they're always up here. I don't get it. Ooh, that's a pretty buck. He ain't gonna make diamond, but he's pretty. Turn around, maybe? See, is there anything else here that we need to be focusing on? We'll pop him real quick. You're giving us an easy shot, so we'll pop you. You're gonna run, so go over here and see if these guys are still standing around, which they are. Oh! Oh, these are both the big ones. I mean, I thought that was a good shot. Woo, that one was, though. Wherever I hit him. Where'd you go? Okay. So the rest of them have escaped, unfortunately, but that's fine. Just gotta take what we can get, I guess. What's up, Colton? Alright, Mr. Star Wars, it sounds good, man. If we don't see you anymore this stream, then I hope you have a great day, and I appreciate you for being here. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out if you haven't already, and I'll see you next week if I don't see you tonight. Appreciate you for being here, man. What's up, Colton? I'll say hi to you. And guys, it has been a while since I've said this, so I'm just going to go ahead and give my pitch again. If any of you guys are lurking in chat today, or you guys are having a good time watching the stream, if you're not participating, make sure that you guys hit the like button for me. Every time you guys hit the like button, it's 50 shares for YouTube, so it's very helpful. It allows more people to find my channel. Also, make sure you guys hit the subscription button. We're trying to get to 500 before July 14th if we can, or just at least by the end of the year. So that way we can do moderators, super chats, and memberships. I'd appreciate any support you guys can give. I did grab those two, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Guys, I got so scared just then. I happened to put the chat down, and it shows me anywhere I'm subscribed to Scarecrow and Flinter, it showed me Scarecrow's new video, and it showed a dusky grouse on there, and I thought for a minute there that the new great one was a dusky grouse, and I was about to be so bummed. But luckily, it's just a video showing the dusky grouse in a new look at the map. I'll be watching that probably as soon as the stream ends today. There's the buck. Do I have two floaters? I think I do. Next shot? Yeah, next shot. Let's go. Love getting 300-yard next shots. So satisfying. Okay, that guy did not float. Did this guy float? Oh, we got lucky. Nobody floated. That's awesome. Any other deer? There he is. Woohoo! I could fast travel over there, but I don't think I was drive the four-wheeler. I don't really see a point of fast traveling. Well, don't need this thing no more. See ya! Guys, you're not going to believe it. I just happened to look at my subscriber count, guys. We are 2 subscribers away from 370 people. Thank you all so much. We've got 7 new subscribers today. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the support. It means the world to me. We're approaching 500 very quickly, guys. Thank you so much. I'm glad you guys enjoy being here. Alright, let's see. No, don't run. That's okay, though. Are you guys drinking? Well, before I shoot that one, I need to shoot this one. I forget about this one all the time. No. Whew, my breath just about ran out. Okay. Okay, so the one in the back is drinking, it looks like. Come on, wait for it. Maybe not. I thought I saw him doing the drinking animation. Gonna probably just have to let bullets fly on these 2. Let me see if this one's gonna drink. Okay, he is. Woo! I don't know how I killed that one, but I'll take it. Ooh, sweet. Alright, sounds good, Jones. I appreciate you for just being here, man. You guys are sitting here watching the stream is actually helping out a lot. Like I said, I need to hit 3,000 watch hours as well, guys. I think the last time I looked, I was like at 1,300, and I need to get it within a year. So I need 3,000 watch hours and 500 subscribers, and then we can finally start. I'm doing memberships and stuff. So you guys just being here watching still just means the world to me. It's such a great help. You guys just watching, having a good time with me. I appreciate it. Let's see. Okay, so these solos. Well, one came back as a little one, so I'll take it. What are you? You're a very teeny tiny chance at making diamonds, so I guess I'll give you the hope. That should be a good shot. It is. Switch guns. Woo! Slick. What else is there? Alrighty. The other day, guys, by the way, and this was not on a stream, it was actually somebody. They asked me, how do you do this? Where you reload and then bring the gun right back. And why that was a question is because a lot of people know you can just do the reload like this. But then their gun will come back down, then you can aim. So, usually when you shoot the gun, you do this and reload. And then it comes back like this, and then you aim like this. The way you get the gun to just come straight back to your shoulder, guys, is right at the end of the animation, hold your aim button. You have to learn the timing, but as long as you learn the timing, guys, you'll shoot like this, reload, hold the button, just keep holding it, boom. You'll immediately recenter it. So that's just a little tip for anybody in case you guys are wondering how I do that. Because somebody did ask me the other day, how do you reshoulder the gun without doing the full reload animation, and that's how you guys do it. So you just start holding the aim button right towards the end of the animation, and that's how you do it. And it works that way with any gun, guys. Even if it's bolt action, it works that way. A lot of people probably already know that trick, but I just figured I'd go over it since I remembered that somebody asked me. Also, guys, the chat has gone kind of quiet. I appreciate you all still for being here. I'll still give generic commentary, but if anybody has any questions or wants to talk to me about anything, feel free. Otherwise, it's mostly just going to be gameplay and just generic commentary from here on out. But I just want to let everybody know that's why I'm not really talking too much. Let's go over here and see if that guy made... Well, actually, I think I shot him earlier, didn't I? I'll have to still check. I think I shot the white one earlier. Yeah, I did. Okay. So I'm just getting confused. Oh, you're fine, Vol. Yeah, all of you guys are fine. None of you have to feel obligated to talk to me. I just know that some people like hearing commentary consistently during live streams and videos. So I just always like to let people know why I went quiet. But no, you guys are totally fine. It's no problem. It gives my voice a chance to rest anyways. Just hit 111 kills. Let's go, man. Just keep shooting them, buddy. You'll get there. My very first whitetail grind I ever did was 130 kills. And then my second whitetail grind was 5. By accident. So, you never know when it's going to happen, man. I still have yet to get a whitetail grind that goes above 150. Like I said, the last whitetail grind was exactly 130 in. Including my herd management. I just went on the Rev on Thule and just shot out a few ponds, and I just decided I didn't want to manage no more. So I had shot out 130 of them, and then decided just to go ahead and start my main grind. And one of the very first ponds I started to check with him, I had a great one on it. So yeah, he didn't make diamond, but he's still pretty. I didn't think that one would. Let's see, do I have any other ones laying around here? I don't see no blood or anything. I'm pretty sure that's all of them on this end. Alright. Let me drive to the side of the pond and grab our last deer over there. Your first fallow grind took 357. Dude, that's really good. Mine was sub 1002. My first one was 530. And again, guys, I'm not counting right now. Because we're just doing these for fun. I'm not really taking these grinds very seriously. If I do get a great one, great. But I won't know how many kills in I was, guys. Just letting you all know that. Anything that we do this today or any of the streams next week, guys, I will not be counting. As I'm not going to take my grind seriously until after we get the new map. Once the new map comes on, you guarantee I'll be counting again. Okay, so did I already get this one? I guess I did. I thought I shot a level 4 over here, but he's either despawned or I've already claimed him, and for some reason I'm thinking I didn't claim him. Not entirely sure. I thought for sure I shot one over here. But I don't see no blood or anything, so I guess we're good. Go a little bit further. Yeah, I think I'm okay. Alright guys, so that's 2 full runs. of doing nothing but normal grinding. So now what we're going to do is we're going to now do another herd management grind. So anybody who's needing to herd manage and you only have a very few zones left and you're doing a main grind, I usually go 2 to 3 times doing a main grind, and then that way it gives your other zones chances to get their respawns in. And then on the 4th or the 3rd or 4th grind, whichever one you decide to do, just go around the map and just shoot out the small ones from your main zones and shoot out the big ones from your unmain zones. So that's what we're gonna do this time. We're gonna go to 12 o'clock. I'll do 12:15 actually. We do a main menu reset. Since this is a herd management zone, so I'm going to do a main menu on herd management. What's up, Miso? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good, man. Make yourself at home and chat. Talk about whatever you want to. Just make sure that it's family friendly. I have over 3,200 hours in the game, and one of every great one except the whitetail, which I have 2 of. So if you have any questions for me, I'm more than happy to help you. We also have some very educated people in chat, so just make yourself at home. Also, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the stream today. I appreciate any of your support. And if you guys haven't hit the like button yet, please make sure you guys hit that for me. Where my channel is growing, the like buttons are extremely important for me, as they do 50 shares each time you guys hit the like button. Allows the people to find my channel a lot easier, so I appreciate it. Actually, Fallow, I did 7. So, we went from 361 all the way to 368. So I got 7 today. Well, actually, I got 8 today because I had 359 before the stream today. So actually, I got 8. So we're doing really good today. I appreciate all your guys' support. I really do. If it wasn't for you guys being here all the time, I would not be encouraged to keep this up. And I wouldn't be thinking that my dream as a YouTuber could come true. But we've been growing really fast here these past few months, guys. Or these past couple of months especially. Going from 130 people all the way to where we are now. So, and that's just in like 2 months' time. So, all I can do to you guys is just say thank you so much. And hopefully we'll just keep growing. And like I said, guys, we're doing a 6-hour stream whenever the map launches. And next week, we're going to be letting you guys choose every single activity we do in the streams. As that's going to be the final week before the new map launches. So I'll be streaming Monday, Thursday, and Friday next week. And then the week after that, we'll be doing as many streams as I can do. And on the day of launch, guys, I'll be doing a 6-hour stream for anybody who wants to join me for the Ski Ridge stream. Yes, Miso. I have both the red deer and the fallow great one, so I can definitely help you. First tip I would give you is make sure you do it on this map I'm currently on, which is Teawara, as it's the best and easiest map to do the grind on. If you're wanting to focus red deer, I would highly recommend these 2 zones. So in these areas. Also down through the middle of this river is really good. These 2 ponds here, but next to Puke Marrow, are extremely good. I also grind these 2. I grind this one because there's usually a bunch of them along the outer rim here. And then any of these ponds that are really healthy on your map, along with this one up here, is really, really good. So any of those zones, especially this pond here, because this is where I got my great one from. All of these are really good zones for the red deer. Fallow deer are only on the middle to right side of the map. So if you're doing the fallow deer great one, you want to focus everything from like this point over. So nothing towards the top or towards the middle or towards the left, but like everything from the river here and over to the right, along with this pond right here, and of course the shoreline. But if you have any specific questions, let me know, and I'll try my best to help you. Also, if there's anybody else in chat that they can help him out as well, do so for me as well. Why does it have to be foggy all of a sudden? And why can't I remember that I'm doing a management? Guys, I guess we're doing a normal run again. I forgot that I was supposed to herd manage, so we're just going to do another run. We'll just do another normal run. Like I said, I did 2, so 3 is still fine. You're on PlayStation, Miso, so that's really good because every 3 weeks we'll do a multiplayer stream where you actually get to hunt with me if you're interested in that. I won't be doing it for like probably another month since the new map is launching in the next couple of weeks. But next week, if people vote multiplayer streams next week, and you see that I'm on it, and you see which map I'm playing on, you're more than welcome to join me. However, where I'm on somebody else's map and where I'm going to be live streaming, I'm going to have my voice oscillated, and I won't be talking to you guys directly on the map. But if you're on my stream, I'll talk to you that way. But you can still play with me on other people's maps as long as you know where I'm at. You just got a 249 scoring level 2 whitetail so close, dude. Yeah, I've only got like 2 or 3 whitetails that were level 2 that made diamond. I have that one that was guaranteed diamond, which is my only one that was ever guaranteed. But I got him recently, so yeah. Level 2 whitetails making diamond are rare, so I mount every single one of them that ends up being that way. You just need help shooting down zones. So what I would recommend to you doing, and this is on any grind, and this is for anybody who's grinding, do not set up on your primary zones first. What you want to do before you set up a grind is you want to locate which zones you really want to hunt on. And once you've located which zones that you want to get the great one from, make sure you shoot all the little ones out of those zones. And then go to the zones that you don't want the great one from and shoot out all the big ones. And that will give you a chance at swapping those animals out. Well, we got solos that come over here, apparently. But yeah, that's what I recommend for you. Actually, that guy can stay too. He has a good estimate. So just one. That'll work. But yeah, if you're just needing help shooting them down, if there's anybody in chat that wants to join him on his map and help him grind his deer, feel free to do so. I don't join other people's maps, unfortunately, unless it's multiplayer days or something like that. So I don't dedicate my time, unfortunately, to helping people grind. But I do give advice, and I do try to help you with your grind. But if there's anybody that's in the chat that wants to play with him and help him shoot down his zones, feel free to do so. Oh, we got a piebald. Oh, it's a big level 4 piebald. Let's go, guys. We got a rare. We got a diamond yesterday. We got a piebald today. Let's go. And he's big enough to shoot with the 308. Let's go, guys. We got us a piebald. Yeah, buddy. I don't care if the other one's spooked. That's awesome. I don't think I can get anything else. It's too foggy. I'll take the one piebald, though. That is awesome. Yeah, there's a buck. Oh, I think I got the neck. That shot was wicked. Yes, Miso, we can all try to help you. Guys, don't gang up on him or anything. But Colton, if you're in the chat and want to help and you know how to help him, I'm a Fallow hunter. I'm pretty sure you could be a big help if you're in the chat. So we actually have one guy who's literally named Fallow Hunter, and that's pretty much all he does. So he actually was helping his friend the other night. So Fallow, if you want to help him in any way with any of your advice or anything, you can be a big help to him too. Let's go over here and get this fallow deer. We got another one for the European Lodge, guys. Let's go. Get that, another animal to the Euro Lodge. Oh, he's pretty too. He's a big level 4 too, which is what I love. Definitely one of my biggest rares to date. He is so pretty. I did clip that, guys, so that's probably going to be a short. Yes, Miso. So, I can't do it right now where I'm grinding, but if you remind me, towards the end of the stream, if you're still here, let me know. And I will open up my map and I'll show you my setup for the grind that I'm currently doing. And if you want to screenshot it or you want to take a picture of it real quick, you're more than welcome to. Because my map is currently set up for fallow grinds. So I will show you my setup and that might be able to help you some. Turn your head, though. Turn your head. That's okay, I'll just shoot over it then. Jones, what are you asking me? You said, was it whenever I got my great one whitetail? I don't know what the context is behind your question. You'll have to let me know, what you're asking. What is it, in other words? You say, was it whenever I got my great one, so you have to let me know what it is. Miso, if you're doing red deers, I would recommend shooting everything 5 and above, and then anything that is 4 and below, I would leave in zones that you don't want the great one in. However, if you have some zones that have like a big multitude of red deer and too many for you to shoot, I would highly recommend at least I know that some of my red deer zones have like 6 bucks in them, 6 stags. So I chose 3 of them to herd manage, and then the other 3 I would shoot, and that made it a lot more easier for me. So that's what I recommend for you. But yeah, I shot everything that was a level 5 with a 4 rack and below. So if you get like a really teeny tiny level 5 and it looks like a level 4, just leave it. If it's like has like the antlers that stick straight up and just have like little bitty points on them, I just left those. And then of course anything that was obviously level 4 and below, I left. But I would leave, but I would shoot everything 5 and above, and I had my maps so heavily managed that I was getting a diamond I was getting at least 2 to 3 diamonds about every 2 to 3 runs. So I got diamonds left and right. It actually allowed me to make an entire lodge that was just dedicated to red deer. So, well, we got another new zone here, guys. I don't see anything in it right now, but we're finally getting to shoot this zone back out again, so that works. Oh, he's gonna die. That's good. Good enough. Okay, Jones, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, Jones says he has his up for you. If you want to look at his fallow ground. Whoop. He's over the hill on me. Oh well. That guy was not here. Like, I don't know where he's coming from. Oh, I get you, Miso. So another piece of advice that I can give you, man, is that if you have animals that are in your main zones that refuse to come back as anything other than a little one, and then you have some of your zones that you don't want the great one from, and they refuse to come back as anything but big ones. Go to your main zones, shoot out the little ones, but leave them laying, and then go to your other zones and shoot out the big ones and leave them laying. And then what you want to do is that you actually want to leave the map. So just don't claim them or anything. Just leave them lay. Make sure you have the equal amount on both sides. But just leave them lay there. And then redo a main menu reset and start again. And sometimes they'll switch places. Or if you want to try doing it without leaving them lay, then you can claim them. So you want to go, let's say you shoot 2 animals out of a zone you don't want the great one from. You'll want to go to one of your main zones and shoot 2 more out of that one. That way it's an equal amount of animals. And then from there, go claim them, do a main menu reset, and another time reset, and then it gives you a chance for them to swap places. And if that doesn't work after a few attempts, I would just leave them lay, leave the game, and actually close the game out, and then come back in again. And that's the other way to try it. Oh, chocolate, dear, why do you have to keep teasing me? 2 chocolates that might make diamonds. The game's just laughing at me right now because it knows I want a chocolate diamond so bad. They're my favorite color for the fallow deer. Like, I like them a little bit better than I do the rares, honestly. I love the piebald fallow. Don't get me wrong. The piebald fallow is really pretty. But I really do want one of these chocolates as a diamond. I know they don't have very much of a chance, but just in case. No, he turned on me. Where is he? There he was. That's okay, I'm gonna let him run. I'll get him next time. That was quick shooting. No, come back. No! Well, it hit the thing. He's probably gonna die anyways. Good enough. Okay, well, the first step, Miso, is to decide on which zones you want to be your main zones. Again, I can try to help you if you're wanting red deer. So, I can show you both my fallow zones, and I'll also show you my red deer zones by the end of the stream. Actually, probably at the end of this run, I'll do it for you. So just stick around with me, and then I'll make sure I help you at the end of the stream, okay? I'll give you what my fallow deer zones look like, and then I'll let you screenshot the my red deer zones. And then everything that I don't have a setup for is what I heard manage. And any grind I do, I always choose the locations that are the easiest to shoot from and have the most animals in them. But again, your map might be different than mine. So I can show you my setups and everything, but it doesn't necessarily mean that your map's going to be identical. But it should be very close. Luckily, my map was identical to Scarecrow's, so I was able to just copy his, and it worked. But yeah, I'll let you guys see my setup for my fallow grind and my red deer grind before we leave today. Because I left all my red deer stuff up in case I wanted to return to it someday. I think I may have taken some tripods down so I could use it on other grinds and stuff, but I think that was about it. Oh, you're fine, Jones. I think he was saying fallow deer at the start and then decided to go red deer. It doesn't matter. I don't mind helping either way. What's up, Reed? Welcome to the stream. You're unfortunately coming in towards the end of the stream today, but it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, he ain't gonna make diamond. I just wish for one. That's all I want. One chocolate diamond fallow deer. See, can you find his blood? Yes, you can. Alright, guys, we got one fallow to track. We'll go ahead and track him while we're over here. Have I shot anything cool? Yes, we got a piebald level 4 fallow deer a few minutes ago. Like, probably about 10 minutes ago we got it. But yeah, that's been our trophy today. Yesterday we got a diamond, and then today we got a diamond and a piebald. So we've had 2 trophies today. We got a really teeny tiny diamond that was a level 5. It was like at the bottom of the estimate, and then we got a pretty big level 4 that was a piebald. Oh, that's fine, Reed. I appreciate you just saying hi. Yeah, I always love when people come in just to say hey and just to let me know they're still watching my stuff. That's still support, and I still appreciate it. And I like hearing from everybody and seeing everybody, so it's totally fine. Hopefully this fallow didn't run too long. And again, guys, next week I'm going to put a poll out for everybody, and it's going to be a little bit different. We're definitely streaming 3 days next week, so Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. However, I might put extra polls out next week for what I do on Wednesday and Thursday, or excuse me, Tuesday and Wednesday. Because I do have doctor's appointments, but I will probably have like an hour each one of those days, and I might want to use it to make like a video or something. So if I think I have enough time, guys, I might let you guys vote for those 2 days. But again, I'll put on those polls that it's not a guarantee they'll be created. Because I won't know how much time I'll have until after I get back from my doctor's appointments. It's 13:30, guys. I think we're out of time for the remainder of my zones, but I'll go through them and check. There's 17 people. Let's go, guys. We broke the record again. My record for the amount of people in the stream at one time is 15, and now it's 17. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm glad you guys are having a good time. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to see more of my streams, and if you want to have a chance to play with me if you're on PlayStation. It's not going to happen until after the hype for the new map dies down, but once it dies down, guys, every 3 weeks I do a stream that's about 6 hours, and we go across 3 different maps, and I let people hunt with me. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys subscribe for that so you can be there for those streams. Chopper's live streaming, that's cool. Yeah, I think whenever I get off here today, guys, I think I'm going to be going and checking out Scarecrow and Flinter's stuff, because I haven't got to watch their stuff yet today, and then my wife should be home pretty shortly afterwards, so we'll probably be eating and watching our TV show and maybe playing some Marvel Rivals. That's usually how my evenings go. I saw the Flinter one. I saw the little short that Flinter made where it shows off the new map. I think it's going to be a banger. The new map looks like it's going to be a haven for like grinders and stuff, in my opinion. Like it looks like it's just set up to be so good for grinding. Due with that long river, and then the fact that there's only a few ponds. That's a big buck. Or you? Nothing I'm interested in. All right, guys. We unfortunately we're not out of time just yet, but Jones wanted me to show, or not Jones, but excuse me, Miso wanted me to show him my setup for the fallow grind and also the red deer grind. So we're gonna take a few minutes, guys, real quick, and I'm gonna help him out. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what we always do to close the stream, guys. We're gonna reset time and take a look one last time at all of our zones just to see if there happens to be a great one. All right, so Miso, hopefully you're in the chat and watching, because if you're not, then unfortunately I won't be able to repeat myself here. But it is in the stream if you want to go back and watch this again. But if you're after from a red deer, my zones that I primarily hunted was over here on the left side. I hunted this pond here was an amazing zone. On both sides there are red deer. I got my great one over here in this corner. I also hunted this pond. The red deer like to be down here, up here at the top. And if you want to use, put a tree, I think that I used to put my tent like back here behind this built tree stand and just run up. And that would give me a pretty easy shot at them. I use a tree stand here instead of anything else, but you feel free to use whatever you like. And then also, these zones are also really good to do main grinds on because they're right out in the open. But for me, they were full of solos, so I basically just had to manage these 2 zones. But they're still really good if they work well for you. This entire pond, I would actually recommend you managing everything. There is a lot of groups on this pond, as you can see, for red deer. But I would manage the whole thing because it's out of the way. All your other zones are going to be like down here along the river and on these ponds and stuff. So having to come all the way up here just to hunt this pond will actually be a big time consumer for you. So I would actually recommend managing this entire pond. Then you have some red deers that are going to be down in here. I would manage both of these because they're small and they're out of the way as well. However, from this pond, from these 2 ponds, this little teeny tiny one, both of these, and then this river from this point down to here. And then finally this pond over here, up here towards the top, especially on this end and on the top. Those are extremely good for red deer. I'm sorry that I had to be kind of quick. I'm running low on time for the stream. But that is pretty much all you need to know for the map. So if you need to rewind this stream or come back and watch it after it's already been streamed today, feel free to. For my fallow deer grind, I'm just going to zoom out. Everything along this river and these 2 ponds, and then over here is my fallow grind. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. You can see the whole thing from here. So this whole river system, all the way up to this little canal here. These 2 ponds are amazing. They're my favorite places for fallow. And then these 2 ponds. And then also make sure that you manage anything along the coastline through here. Everything through here needs to be managed because it's out of the way. Unless you just happen to have some really good zones that you want to hunt on those sides. But yeah, guys, for anybody who wants to screenshot this is currently my entire fallow deer setup. I start at the top where I'm currently at, up there at the outpost. And then I work my way down the river, jump over to the left to the big pond on the left side. Then I'll go to the horseshoe pond down on the bottom of the map. Then from there, I'll jump back up to where the bridge is up there, and I'll shoot out those 2 zones. And then I go to that little canal over there to the right side. And then I finish everything at the 2 ponds on the top. And the reason I do that is because those 2 ponds have a lot of fallow deer on them. And it takes you a long time to get through it. So if you don't save that for the end, you will end up wasting your entire day on those 2 ponds alone. But yeah, guys, this is my fallow grind. So, Miso, hopefully this helps you out a lot. And then as far as our red deer zone is concerned, these are the ponds that I would focus on the red deer. You can screenshot this if you want to. Ignore the two that is at the top right, though. Those two little ones at the top right, those two need to be managed. But the pond that's on the bottom left, the pond in the middle, and then the two ponds that are up, then the 4 ponds that are on the right side, all 4 of those I would highly recommend as main zones. And then also right where my character is right now, this zone here on the river, and then this zone over here is incredible for red deer. Ignore my tripods, guys. This was prior to the update where they got rid of the update where you put tents on top of zones. So ignore this. And then also this river and this pond is good for a main zone if you wish for them to be. Again, I managed those zones because they were just kind of out of the way for my route. But you are more than welcome to use these two. They're very, very good. But this pond up here, I'll definitely manage it. There's going to be a lot of zones in this pond. I understand if you're tempted to use it as a main zone because there's a lot of them. But if you get them all to be little level 4s or below, that is a lot of management for you. And it also keeps you from having to come up here to find all your zones. So, yeah, guys, that is my setup for both the fallow and the red deer. But hopefully that helped you out. Helped everybody out a lot. I am sorry I had to go through it pretty quick, but that's all I could do for the day, guys. Alright, guys, we're going to set the time to 12:30. Actually, back it up a little bit more. Yeah, it'll mess it up if I do that. Alright, guys, we're going to do a main menu reset. We're going to check my map one final time to see if there's any great ones. We're not going to shoot anything. We're just going to look and see. What's up, Elephant Puppet? Welcome to the stream, man. You're catching us at the tail end of the stream, but make yourself at home and chat. Talk about whatever you want to. I have over 3,200 hours in the game and one of every great one. If you have any questions for me, I'll be more than happy to help you. But yeah, make sure you like and subscribe if you want to have a chance to play with me if you're on PlayStation. We do those every 3 weeks, although the new map is coming out soon, so it's going to be a while till we get back to it. But we do play together one Saturday for 6 hours every 3 weeks, and then also I'm a heavy grinder on the game. So if you like seeing great one grinds, then that's what you'll see the most of on the channel. But yeah, welcome to the channel, man. I hope you're doing well. You just found an albino goat. Let's go, Miso. So now the goats have a white fur color to them too, so it might not be an albino, but just a white. Okay, so there's nothing there special. How many zones for red deer do I have? I think it's like 32, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's 32 zones, but I could be thinking of another grind. I don't have time to count right now on my read, but I think it's like 30 something. And then I think the fallow deer is about the same. If I remember from the last time I did a red deer grind, which is about 3 or 4 years ago, guys. Yes, it's been that long since I've done a red deer grind. But 3 or 4 years ago was whenever I got my great one, and I believe that there's like 30 or 40 zones. So there's a lot of zones, but they're easy to take care of as long as you manage them correctly. Well, nice, Reed, nice. But again, guys, also not everybody has the same amount of not everybody has the same amount of zones. I know some people that have the same map that actually had more zones than I had, and I think my wife actually had a couple less. So so the amount of zones is also different from everybody's maps. At least I believe there is. I mean, there could have been terrible miscounting by the person, but I'm pretty sure that I'm correct in saying that. Okay, that deer needs to be shot, but we'll worry about it later. That one definitely gets to stay alive. Little level 2s. Okay, nothing special out here, I don't think. Alrighty. We did shoot a deer down here, guys, so we're going to try to run down the bank real quick and look at these other zones. Like I said, it was one that I'm heard managing, but you never know. It could come back as a great one, so we're going to check it real quick. You have about 36-ish zones. That sounds about right, Miso. That's about right. But like I said, Miso, this stream is going to be up forever, and I will be doing some guides later on, probably after the hype for the new map is over with. I am planning on going back and doing a guide for every single one of the great ones I got, and showing you guys how to set up for them and where to manage and stuff like that. So those will be coming to the channel, guys, but it will be a while. Like I said, I'm wanting to focus primarily on getting the new on the new map and doing these last streams next week. But once the new map is kind of an old thing and nobody's really like hopped up about it anymore, sort of like how Thunder Baton is now, that is whenever I will shift gears and start focusing on doing extra stuff on the channel, such as Way of the Hunter and guides and things like that. You can check by seeing if your responses are working correctly by shooting one deer in a zone, and if it comes back again, that means your respawns are working and you have enough zones. True. The other thing about respawns, guys, and I'm going to put this in like my general overall grinding guide, because I'm not just going to make a guide for like the animal specifics, but I'm also going to make a guide just for a guide for just grinding in general, guys. Just general overall tips for grinding that I can give to people. And the thing you got to remember is that even though the game doesn't tell you this, guys, whenever you walk up and find a zone, that says 6 on it. So that means that this zone can only carry a maximum of 6 animals. So if you're looking over here and you see that you have 6, then you know there's nothing else that can join this group. However, if you had noticed that you have some zones that are disappearing and coming back all of a sudden with solos and stuff, then that shows you that those zones might have more or less in them, and therefore you might need to focus on them a little bit more. Because every single zone does have a max amount of animals that it can hold, guys. And if you know that you have a zone that is like full of little ones and it's a zone you want to manage, leave them, because you don't want to mess that up. Also, it happens the other way around. So let's say that you have a zone that's full of nothing but big bucks, and you know that it's at the maximum. Then just shoot them anyways, because that means that they can't hold any more. Again, I know what I'm saying doesn't make too much sense. I know it's kind of hitting on the mark as far as like making sense goes, guys. Like I said, I'll make sure I have it all planned out where I can word it where it's all clear and concise for you guys whenever I decide to do the guides. Right now, I'm just kind of having to wing it, and it's really hard. It's really hard to put these kind of things into words, and once you guys start grinding, you'll see what I'm talking about. Experience of how to know what to do in grinds, guys, comes just from grinding alone. You'll kind of feel it out as you go. So, like, the more animals you grind for and the more great ones you get, the more that you'll learn what to do and how to do it. Because it's more of a feel type thing. Sort of like food. You don't really know what you're going to like until you try it. So, that's about the best way I could put Great One grinding. I don't know why he's not over there with his group, but whatever. You know, for the sake of it, I might shoot him just to see if he's a diamond. I don't think he's going to make it because he's the same exact score as the last one was. Nah, I don't have enough time. Alright, guys, I only have enough time to check my last 2 zones. I can't shoot anything else. But hopefully everything I've said has been a big help to you guys. Again, if you need to rewind this or anything after the stream is complete today, feel free to do so. It's always going to be on my channel. Also hit the like button if you guys enjoyed my advice. Again, I'll make sure that whenever I make actual content for it, guys, I'll make sure that everything I say is clear and very easily understood. I'm just having to wing it today, and it's hard to put feelings into words. Because, like I said, grinding comes mostly from experience. That is true. Reed has a point too, guys. But I will tell you that usually if you have 2 zones combined into one, that means you have some solos. There is some that are repeatable where they're always healthy and staying together, which just gives you a ginormous group, and you'll see it in red deer. If you have a red deer group that's like 8 to 10 red deer big, then you know it's two zones in one. But you want to be careful with those, because if those are solo males, you could accidentally swap them out or lose them. And then red deer are really hard to get to come back to the same zones again. So you guys do need to be cautious whenever you're keeping that in mind. All right, guys, we got one more zone left to check. That's actually really good news. Both of those can be left as managed zones. So I'm going to leave those. Nothing impressive over there, unfortunately. Nothing impressive over here. And nothing I didn't see over there. What's down here below me? Just a female. Alright, guys. Unfortunately, that is going to be where I'm going to have to call it for the day. I am out of time to stream any longer. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button for me if you haven't already, as we're trying to get to 500 subs as soon as possible. Also, guys, I will be streaming once again Monday, Thursday, and Friday next week. I'll put polls out for every single one of those days so that way you guys get to determine on what we're going to do for those streams. But otherwise, guys, I hope you all have a great weekend. Hopefully my advice was good to you all. Make sure that you guys come back to this stream if you ever need any extra help on red deer or fallow deer. And you guys can feel free to copy my setups if you wish. Ask me any questions on any of my videos if you guys want to. I'll always try to comment back to you guys as soon as possible. But I'll see you all next weekend. Next week. Have a great weekend. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.